might have missed.
I didn't finish that work.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go down to 211. Stand here. All right,
Since you guys want to
so-
make this for science.
I guess they probably asleep. Okay, I'm gonna sit down so that we can maneuver this together. So you may want to look at your periodic table. Did you find your notebook? Yes. Okay, we're gonna get into student view and this will cooperate here. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna submit here. Okay, so if you don't know what an element is, which number can you use to identify it? What number on the periodic table? Atomic number, that's the number at the top of the box on the atomic, on the periodic table. So type number 1, atomic number. What does the decimal number on the periodic table represent? That's the number at the bottom. And has to do with mass. It's actually the average atomic mass. What that means is it's an average of all the isotopes of that element. So average atomic mass. Now, to fill in this bottom part, for number 3, I can't make a table this way for you to fill in. So we're going to use the periodic table. So you're going to find H. H is actually hydrogen. It's on the left-hand side. What is its atomic number? 1. So how are you going to write this? And I don't know any other way than to show it. You're going to do row 1. With the H that was given, atomic number is 1. They gave you the mass number. Protons is always the same as atomic number, so it's 1. You subtract mass and protons, so 1 minus 1 is 0 for neutrons. And electrons is always the same as protons. So you can just write row 1 dash H comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 1. Now this next one has an atomic number of 3. Find number 3 on your periodic table. What is it? Lithium. So you're going to put row 2 hyphen Li for lithium, 3 for the atomic number. You're going to look at the bottom of this box for lithium. You see a 6.9. And so you're going to round that to 7 for its mass number. Protons is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7, so our mass number is right, and electrons is 3. So there it is, row 2, Li, comma 3, comma 7, comma 3, comma 4, comma 3. The last column here, we're given mass number and protons. Protons we know is atomic number, so number 5 on the periodic table is what? Boron, so you're going to put row 3 hyphen B, 5, 11, 5, 11 minus 5 is 6, and then 5. So B, comma 5, comma 11, comma 5, comma 6, comma 5. And then you'll submit. And then I'm going to give you a little half sheet here. You can look at this one. You can look at this one. It's just kind of a reference. You might,
You have to watch the video.
not yet. Will, but not yet. On your little piece of paper I gave you, you may want to write on it, what I put up here on the board. This was just from the notes yesterday, so you can always look back in your notes. But if you will add level number 1, 2 electrons, number 2, 8 electrons, number 3, 8 electrons. Just so you know that that's the amount each energy level can hold. So that might be helpful for what we're getting ready to do. So you're going to, after you submit this, you can click on the next button. We'll come back at the end to the video. So click next, it should bring you to a video. And then if you click,
Next video.
next again,
It says welcome to assignments. Red and then.
yeah, hold on. So when this pops up, I have lots of videos up here. So especially if you're working from home, you may want to look at these. I have a video from last semester explaining it, but we're going to do most of this together. So if you're online, you can stay online. It's just going to take a minute for mine to load up. If yours loads up, you may see that it says welcome to assignments, and it'll have your name, and then it'll have a blue button that says link. I need you to click on that link button. You may get another screen that says link. Mine says continue, but yours will say link. And it'll pop another screen that you'll say link. Once it opens, it'll reload your page. And there is a blue box that says open to attach to submit. That is the page you'll come back to submit. Then you're going to click on the assignment that has your name on it, and it's going to open a slides assignment. I have to click somewhere different because mine shows up as the teacher. So yours will have your name on it. And it should open up something that looks like this. And we're going to go through this together. I'm going to do most of this with you. And then hopefully you'll get the idea. Now I'm going to show you, one of my students in second block had a great suggestion that I'm going to show you on some of these. It has a lot of numbers. So this is what we call a Bohr model of an atom. The blue section is your nucleus. It is where the protons and neutrons will live. On these rings is where the electrons will live. Those are 3 energy levels. So the first one, you have to have 2 on it before you can put anything on the second one. The second one has to be full with 8 before you can put any on the third. All right? So we're going to go through a couple of these, and I'm going to do it with you. So if you do it along with me, it's going to be, again, an easy way for you
I
to
was going to
get.
show off that button.
So over here is your slides. I clicked on the second one over here. And so make sure in your purple box it says carbon. You're going to look at your periodic table and find carbon. Carbon's on the right-hand side of the periodic table. And I need to know its atomic number.
Number 6.
6. So I clicked on it to get the text box that was there. I made sure that my cursor was behind the question mark so I could delete it, and I entered 6. What is the symbol for carbon? C, capital C. It's atomic mass. You're going to look at the decimal number, and you're going to round if it is decimal 5 or higher. So what is its mass going to be? 12. Now, these up here I can drag. the atomic number is number of protons. I need 6 of these in the nucleus. So I'm going to drag 6 of these pluses into the nucleus. In just a minute, I'm going to show you, we're going to do a couple dragging, and then I'm going to show you a shortcut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This number tells me how many of the protons I'm going to need and how many of the electrons. Neutrons, I'm going to take the top number and the bottom number and subtract. So 12 minus 6 is 6. So neutrons, I need 6 of them. Sometimes it'll match the protons, sometimes it will not. So I'm going to drag 6 over. And you can see how time
I
consuming.
thought it was have positives and negatives.
Negatives go outside. Positives and no charge are in the inside. That's why the neutron doesn't have a charge. Now, we're going to follow our little chart of levels. So, for electrons, the first level is always closest to the nucleus. So, I'm going to take the electron here, and from the chart I had you write down, it can hold up to 2. We always try to balance it out. We put 1 on top, 1 on bottom, or 1 on this side and 1 on that side. But we try to balance it out there. So of the 6, I've used 2. That means I have 4 more electrons because this number tells me electrons as well. So that means I need to put my other 4 on level 2. So I'm going to drag these here. Now, because I'm out of electrons, I don't need to use this third level, okay? So carbon has 4 valence electrons because this is its outermost ring here, and it has 4. All right? So we're going to do this for several different elements. Ready?
Yeah.
Click on the third slide over here on the left. We're going to do 1 more or maybe 2 more dragging, and then I'm going to show you a shortcut so we don't drag. So hydrogen's atomic number on the periodic table is what?
1.
You said 1?
Yeah.
All right, its symbol is
H.
H,
H.
and its atomic mass is, remember, the decimal number rounded if we need to round.
1.0.
So it stays a 1. All right, so for protons, I'm using the atomic number here, so I just need 1. For neutrons, I take the atomic and the atomic mass and subtract, and I get 0, so I don't drag any in there. Electrons is the same as atomic number, so I'm going to drag 1 to the first energy level here, and I'm done. So hydrogen is real simple. Are you using your charger?
Mine's different.
Oh, yours is different. Are you using your charger? Can Alexis borrow it? I don't know if you can.
Here, do you want to replace this with me?
Or
There's
you
one
can unplug the pencil sharpener as long as you plug it back in underneath. It's in the first cubby. All right, so now we're clicking on slide 4, and it should say lithium.
3. Atomic number's 3.
So I'm not gonna, no, I don't have the third one through the. Oh, that's old. Okay, I didn't realize that. Sorry about that. All right, 3. All right, its symbol is what?
LR. Capital L, lowercase I.
Yep, capital L, lowercase I, and its atomic mass is,
6.9.
all right,
Seven.
and that'll become what?
7.
7. So that means my atomic number is 3. I need 3 protons. So it's not hard to drag 3 over here. Now to find my neutrons, I take my
That's
7.
number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, slide number 4. Make sure it says lithium right here.
Could you go back to number 3?
Okay, got it. Pause if you're on 4. This one is hydrogen.
All right.
Okay, so we're on slide 4 right here. So I've gotten 3 protons in here. I'm gonna take 7 minus 3 is what? 4. I need 4 neutrons. So this time they're not, protons and neutrons are not equal. All right, back to my atomic number. I need electrons. Remember, the first ring holds 2. Well, there's only 3, so that means 1 is left, and it goes on the second ring. I don't need the third ring. So this is lithium. Now I'm going to show you a shortcut so you're not drag. The only thing we'll have to drag is your electrons. So once you get slide 4, you can click on slide 5, but wait. We'll wait on everybody. Is everybody good?
Yeah.
All right, so we go to slide 5. Aluminum. Aluminum is next to that zigzag line.
13 atomic number.
All right, do you want to drag 13 circles over there?
No.
No. All right, I'm gonna show you something in just a minute. A symbol that is not an I, capital I, it's a capital A and lowercase l. And then the atomic mass, what am I gonna put? 27. All right, so I'm gonna take 1 proton. I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go up here to the text box, and I'm gonna draw me a text box by that proton, and I'm gonna type 13 in it. Isn't that better than dragging all those 13 circles?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 proton, go up and get you a text box, draw it, and type 13 in it. We're going to do the same for neutrons, because if you use the calculator that should be on your table and do 27 minus 13, you get what? 14. So out beside the neutron circle, I'm going to type 14. Remember, you may have to make it bigger. Has everybody got the nucleus filled in?
I got it.
Text box is up here. When you draw a text box, you might have to drag it a little bit bigger than you think you would need to fit the number in. Now, we're going to use the 13 to do the electrons. So we know that 2 goes here. 13 is greater than 10. So I know that I'm going to need 8, all of the 8 for 2. So electrons like to be paired up. They don't like to be by themselves. So we tend to pair them up in 2s from here on out, if possible. They don't like to be lonely. And we tend to like to have the atom kind of balanced out and not all of them jumbled up. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 of 13. That means I have 3 left. The 3 remaining ones go on that third ring. Now, if you look on your periodic table, what period, what row left to right is aluminum on?
No,
Remember I had you number 1 to 7 down the side?
third,
Third, how many rings do I have electrons on?
3,
3. All right, how many electrons do I have on that outer ring?
3,
3. What column number is aluminum in? 3A. So the 3 tells me I should have 3 on the outermost ring. That's what we learned yesterday. So give me a thumbs up if you have that one done. Good, okay. Almost, Camden?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
All right, now we're gonna go to 6. We have a total of 13 slides, which means 12 of these that we're doing. So we're on number 6. So we have these left to do. All right, this is silicon. Silicon is going to be on that stair-step line I had you put on the periodic table. So what is its atomic number?
14.
14. What is its symbol?
So,
Si, capital S, lowercase I, and its atomic mass. You said 28?
Yeah.
28. Now again, I don't want to drag 14 over, so I'm going to drag 1, and I'm going to get me a text box, and I'm going to tell how many is there. 14. I'm going to do the same for neutrons, because if I do 28 minus 14, what do I get? 14. This time, neutrons and protons are the same. And then this is greater than 10, so I know I'm going to have a complete full first ring with the 2. And I'm going to have all 8 in the second. That means I've used 10. There are 4 left. So that means I'm going to put 1 at the top, 1 on each side, and 1 at the bottom. Now, normally I'd have you draw these out on paper and all this, but this gives you a little different way of doing it. More of a manipulative, even though it's kind of tedious. Now, if you're done, go ahead and look at slide 7 and see if you can fill in the purple box while we're waiting. Does anybody still need slide 6?
No.
Okay. This is argon. It's going to be on the left-hand side. Anybody find argon?
Yeah.
It's what?
18.
18. Its symbol is
AR.
A, capital A, lowercase r. Atomic mass is
40.
40, very good. Now, I'm not going to drag 18 over there. I'm going to take this one little proton, And I'm gonna get my text box. And I'm gonna put 18. I'm gonna drag one neutron. Now 40 minus 18. 22. I really don't wanna drag 22, so I'm gonna get another text
You
box.
can't fit 22.
They'd have to be on top of each other and everything. And 22. So 18 is what I need, is greater than 10, so I automatically know I need here, here, and 8 on the second. To drag on your computer with the touchpad, you may have to get a motion down where you're using 2 fingers or something. That's why I get me a USB mouse to use with mine. Dragging can be hard using your finger. All right, so this makes 10. If I take 10 away, I have 8 left. Now notice that argon is in that last column. It is in 8A. Those are stable. In its last ring here, every electron has a partner. So it is stable. It doesn't want to share any of its electrons or give any away because they are already paired up. So argon is not going to it's not very friendly. It's not going to make friends and make new connections with other elements. It's going to kind of stay by itself. All right, we good?
Yeah.
Good, Connor?
That's not it, right?
All right, so 8, we have helium. Well, this is going to be an easy one. Helium, 2.
HE and 4.
He, capital H, little e. And 4. All right, this one we're going to drag because we can drag 2 little protons in there. That's not bad. And neutrons, 4 minus 2 is 2, so I just need 2 neutrons.
Right.
And then electrons, I just need 2. And that's it. Now helium is in that last column, column 8, but column 8 represents stable. Level 1 only holds 2, so it's considered stable. Those electrons can pair up beside each other, so that's why this is considered in group 8, even though it doesn't have 8 valence electrons. All right, sodium, what's the atomic number?
No, I don't get by the device. I want to ride the device.
Sodium, it's on the left-hand side, what's his atomic number?
Which one?
Sodium, it's
I'm
on
still on slide 8.
it's in column 1, 11. It doesn't have an S in its
NA.
symbol, it has NA because it uses the Latin to get its symbol. And its mass is what? 23. All right, again, 11 is going to be a lot to drag, so I'm going to put 1, and I'm going to get the text box. I'm gonna put, well, I'm gonna try to get the big box.
I'm trying to get this.
And I'm gonna put 11. And right there. All right. I'm gonna put one neutron. If I have 23 minus 11, what do I have left? 12. So out beside neutron, I'm gonna put 12.
Is it chocolate? Yeah. We should,
This 11 is greater than 10, so I know that I'm gonna have 2 on the first and 8 on the second.
please put them on those.
Yes. Careful how you drag it. Uh-oh, I took all of them. Oh, gracious. Oh. What did I do?
He gets back, can I go to the?
Yeah. What did I do? What did I do? One. There we go. Two. All right, so when I get 2 on the first and 8, that's 10. I should have one more to make 11, and it goes on that third ring out there. All right, you ready for the next one? All right, nitrogen. Nitrogen on the periodic table is near oxygen and carbon. So what's its atomic number? 7. Its symbol is capital N, and its atomic mass is 14. So protons are 7, so you can drag 7 in, you can do our shortcut. 7. 14 minus 7 is 7, so neutrons is also 7. And 7 electrons, so I know that 2 have to go here. 7 take away 2 is 5, so that means 5 is on this one. The one at the top is usually paired up, and then there are 3 spread out. Like that. All right, almost done. 3 more. The last one, you're gonna get to pick an element to do.
I didn't get one. I didn't get one.
Just move on to number 10 and then we'll back up and get more.
I'm already doing it too.
Okay, we'll back up at the end and I'll show you them now.
Got fun. This is the Lord Omnibus, all right?
That's number 10 right there. Getting ready to go to 11.
I'm putting it, you want to charge them now? First week two. Punch out. Let's see.
There's 5 on that second one. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, so number 11, magnesium. It's on the left-hand side.
12
12,
mg and 24 because it's 24.3.
yep. Capital M, little g, and 1, 2, 4. So we know that protons are 12, so I'm just gonna put one proton, I'm gonna put you a box here, type in 12. I know that if I take 24 and subtract 12, I still get what?
12.
12. Then my electrons is greater than 10, so I know that the first one's gonna have 2, and the second one's gonna have 8. So 10 take away, or 12 take away 10 leaves me 2 for the last ring.
Something like that.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, so I 12. Now chlorine. Chlorine's on the right-hand side. Top,
17 and TL and 35.
capital C, lowercase l. And what did you say was this one?
Which one, the bottom?
Yeah.
35.
35. All right, so again, I'm not gonna drag 17 over there, I'm gonna drag 1p. And I'm gonna give you a text box, and I'm gonna say 17. My neutrons, if I take 17 and I subtract, or 35 and subtract 17, what am I gonna have? 35 minus 17.
18.
18. All right, greater than 10, so I know that I'm gonna have 2 on the first. I'm gonna have 8 on the second. 10, 17 take away 10 leaves 7. So I'm gonna have 3 groups of 2.
And the last one.
It's number 12. There's one more, or slide 12, there's one more after that. Now, for the last one, you're going to pick an element. I would not go over atomic number 20. So you're going to pick one that we have not done yet.
So you want to go over 20?
You don't want to pick one that's higher than atomic number 20. So we've done a 1 and 2, we've done 3. We've done, did we do 5, boron?
Yeah.
We did carbon, we did nitrogen.
16.
I don't think we did oxygen.
16.
So you pick whichever one you want to do and you fill it in. You put its, click here where it says element and you'll type its name. You'll do its atomic number and then you'll fill this in. So this one you're doing on your own and it doesn't have to be the same for everybody. I'm gonna flip back here. Somebody still needs number 12. When you're done, you should have a tab in front of this one that has a little blue icon. That's the one you're going to click on and you'll find a blue submit button. Once you've submitted this, the remainder of class, there's a video about this, and then you can work on makeup work. Remember, I need makeup work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you have it on paper, you need to have it drop by. If you have it, otherwise online, it needs to be submitted tomorrow.
Print out the paper.
Didn't I give you a stack the last time you were here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, our new time, atomic mass minus the atomic number.
Yes.
You tell me again how to do the electrons. How did you
All
get
right,
the
you
number?
always look at the atomic number. There's 16 for the one you're doing. It's greater than 10.
Okay.
So you'll put.
So you say for the neutrons, the electrons is the number of it, it's the atomic number.
So 2
So I was
here,
asking.
8 here, and the remaining there. Let me see what else. That's the majority. You get done and you submit it, you like submit it.
And then it didn't show on here that I submitted it yet.
It may not, if you go back to. They're not showing the other one. It should, says. All right, did you submit? Yeah, it's been submitted. All right, so close that out. I can stop that.